What's good, everybody? Hope y'all doing well. In this video, I'm going to be cooking up a beat for Future, and I'm going to be showing y'all my whole process of making the beat from scratch. And that's enough said, so let's just jump right into the cook-up. Alright, so I got a fresh FL open here, and I'm starting with a tempo of 168 beats per minute. I was just feeling this tempo for some reason. I wanted something faster, so I was thinking somewhere between like 160, 170 beats per minute. And to start off, I got this Chromium creative kit from my boy Marco Lens. So if you want any of the melody sounds I'm using in this video, it's in the first link in the description. So I'm going to go through the phrases here and see if I can find something that I like. I'll fill out the rest of the sample from there. Alright, I like this right here, this plucked string instrument. Ooh, I kind of like that. I'm actually going to make a two-part sample here. I'll start off with the piano. And I'll switch it into this strings part. So I'm going to go to this phrase right here, and I'm just going to make it a little louder so that it's kind of similar in volume to the piano. And so I'm just going to open up the audio menu by double clicking on it and then hitting this effects tab and putting the boost up, and I'll just keep going until it's about the same amplitude and wavelength, or like the same size. I kind of want to change the key because I've been making a lot of beats in or around D minor. So I'm going to start by switching this to stretch, and then I'll start adjusting the pitch. Alright, so I'm like in plus 300, and I'm gonna apply it for this one too because they're both in the same key. They're both D minor. So whatever I do here, I'm gonna do to this one too. Same applies for the mode. I'm gonna change that to stretch. And so this is kind of what we got so far. It creates enough contrast to where I can kind of have like an A section, B section. That's probably what I'm actually going to do throughout the beat, and maybe throughout the sample too, where I just kind of have like an A section, B section. I might have like different 808s or different pads or whatever, but let's just get into fleshing out the different melodies here. I'm going to start with the string. So I'm going to go to the one shots and probably pick up like a pad, another string, synth, something like that. You'll just see me pick them up the sounds. Before I do that though, I'm going to take these two and go to the mixer track and hit Control-Shift-L. Let me route those here just so I have them in the mixer track already. Alright, I like this. It's kind of ambient, kind of subtle. And so for my one-shots that are melodic, usually the settings that I like to do, what I like to do is go to the second tab, turn all these first four knobs down, put the sustain all the way up, and adjust the release. Since this is a shorter one, I'll probably have a higher release, something like this. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an F minor chord, and I'll just drop the top note here. Okay, maybe I'll just get rid of that top note. And I'm actually going to go to the release and turn that down a little bit. And move this up here. I'm going to go here, leave that little turnaround for the end. And I'll just copy these back over. So decent lead up back into the original. I'll just play this new pattern by itself. I'll probably have to add some effects to this. I'm just gonna throw on some default chorus and see what it sounded like. I'm gonna do this. Just turn the chorus down a little bit. I'll throw an EQ on here. Kind of hollow out the sound a little bit. And now I'm gonna open up some Portal, and I'm gonna use the Portal presets from this same Chromium kit. And I'm also gonna strum these just so they sound normal, not like I just clicked them in. Alright, I'm gonna take this string right here, make like a super simple top melody. We'll just kind of click something in real quick. I'm gonna go back to Portal just so I can add a little bit of texture to this. So now I've got like my 3 basic sounds for this B section of the sample, and I'm just gonna go in and level it out a little bit. I mean, it's just those 3 sounds, so pretty straightforward. I'm gonna get a little bass sound too. Get a pretty simple sub bass like this. And for my bass one shots, what I like to do is use these settings on the envelope. That way when the note in the piano roll cuts off, that means the sound also cuts out too. Place it on the bass notes, keep it real simple. Alright, so we've pretty much got our B section down, and I think for this first part I'm gonna add just a little bit of layers to it. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this other sub bass, like a shorter one. I think I'm just gonna lay this down, and that'll probably be it for both the A section and B section of the sample, and I should be ready to add drums after this. Throw these down, and now we kind of have a finished sample. I'm kind of sick of hearing the same pitch, so I'm gonna open up some sound shifter on the master, change it around a little bit, and I'll do the final arrangement for my sample. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish arranging this, and I will get back to y'all when I start the drums. So I'm gonna render this loop out at the same key that I made all the melodies at, and I will repitch it when I throw the drums on it. So I'm gonna go up to my arrangement here, go to add one, and I'll call this drums with 2 S's for some reason. Go right here, double click on it, set it to stretch because we're already at the same tempo. Now I'm gonna drop it, I think I said 3 half steps or 300 cents. When you put it in right here, it'll say negative 300 cents in the top left of your screen. All right, so now I'm gonna route this to a new mixer track. I'll go to like insert 18 or something. And so from here on out, I'm pretty much just gonna be using all drum sounds. I think pretty much most of them are gonna be using my resonance multi-kit. Basic snare, our hit and snare, and I think we're ready to go. So I'm gonna start by putting the hit snare on the first note of the second grouping of the dark notes here, and I'm just gonna go in here, select the whole measure, and then hit Control B until it fills out to 8 measures. So I have 8 of these little claps. And now we're gonna put down some hats, right click, hit fill each 2-step. And I'm gonna go to the top here and click on the paintbrush tool, go to the magnet, go to 1 half step, and just draw on all the rolls that I want. Alright, so for this last one, I'm gonna make a little switch. I'm changing the roll to 1/6 beat, and I think I'll trim out that much. Have this roll slide down so it looks something like this. And bring this up a little bit. I kind of want this bounce to be a little bit faster, so I'm gonna up the tempo probably to like 172. Alright, so 172 is closer to what I'm thinking of. Now I'll put down the open hats. And now I'm going to throw in the counter snare, and then after that I'll throw in my 808. Alright, so I think this is cool and all, but I want to build a counter to this and then probably another 808 pattern that's simpler altogether. So by counter, I mean I'm just going to take some of these notes like these right here, just hit Control X, open it up into a new 808 and hit Control V to paste it in. So this 808's a little more gritty sounding, so it should have kind of a different sound to it. I'm actually going to switch these, so this is going to go here, and this is going to go in the other pattern, so it sounds more like this. So now I'm just going to go into the mixing here, just real simple. I'm going to start with the 808. Make sure that's hitting between like -3, 0. Go to my other 808, same thing. Pan the hi-hats a little left, hitting around -9-ish. Now I've pretty much got the mixing done. I'm just gonna go through and start arranging the drums a little bit.
Roll up, Tess.
Now I'm going to make my alternate 808 pattern, and all I'm doing is just making a really simple version of what I originally had. That's going to do it for this video. That's going to do it for this cook-up. I appreciate y'all sticking all the way to the end. If you're interested in the Chromium Creative Kit, which is pretty much all the melody sounds in this video, be sure to click the link in the description. Go check it out. Support my boy Marco. Again, thank you for all the support. And that's going to do it for me. So I'll see you on the next video.
Roll up, Tess.